All right, guys. So very, very important section here as well: support and resistance. Okay. So when it comes to support and resistance, there's a lot of things we use it for. Whether it's the basis of where market structure is, like right here, as you can see, we create a nice support and then we push up, or if it's where we find our breakouts, support and resistance is very, very important for us. Now, for support, what does support mean? I want you guys to think of support as a floor that's unbreakable. That's what support is. I'm going to find a really good example to show you guys. As you can see right here, all of these wicks, all of these candles right here, they're stuck. They're physically stuck. We have 1 touch, 2 touch, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touches with those wicks to this support zone. Price can't break it. It's stuck. We've created support and now we're pushing away from it. That's support. Okay. Now with resistance, it's the same thing, but now we're looking at the upside of that. So as you can see, 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, 4 touch, almost another touch there. This is resistance. Price, it can't break it. It just can't. What does that mean? It's resistance, but it also looks like a ceiling. Okay, so I like to call resistances ceilings, and I like to call support zones floors. So you're looking at floors and ceilings, and it really is that simple. Now you're going to see support and resistance a lot, but here's the key thing, right? We have support here. That's great. That's wonderful. But what happens to support, right? I mean, if we were to drag this to where we think its support is, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 touches, 6, 7, 8, 8 touches here, then a break below. So price eventually did break that support, broke through that floor, but guess what support and resistance does? It turns into each other. So this support broke below, okay, I'm going to put this in replay mode to really show you guys. But it broke below, just like this, and came back up, retested that floor now as a ceiling. Okay, so support broke and then became resistance. So you see how that they can turn into each other, and they do very often. So there's a couple of things that I see here just from being a trader who's been doing this for a long time. I see a few things. I see price is bearish, right? Market structure is bearish. How do I know that? Well, if we go back to what we learned earlier, we know a couple of things. We know we have lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So market structure is bearish, which means we can look for sells. We can look for sell positions. Now we have support being broken to the downside, meaning there's two things going on right now. Market structure is bearish. We broke through a support, which means we're bearish because we're breaking out of a support zone. That's two things, but wait, there's a third. We now just retested as resistance. So we broke and then retested as resistance. So we have three key things right now telling us that we are going to the downside. This may be a good short position. It really might. It really might. If we go for like maybe a simple 1 to 3, you never know. You never know what might happen, but look at that. Just like that. Just like that. We could even went for a 1 to 5. What a move. But we just found a position. I'm not even at the point where I'm showing you guys how to find positions, and we're finding them on accident. Not only that, we're on the 5-minute time frame, which means we found that position in 20 minutes. This took 20 minutes to be a 1 to 5. That's massive. That's absolutely massive. And all we had to use was what you've learned so far. Market structure, price action, and support and resistance. We just used those three simple concepts to catch a 1 to 5. That easy. It is that easy. So when we go out now and we look for resistance, there's resistance everywhere, guys. Everywhere you're going to find resistance and support. It's so easy to find. Look at this. Look at that. We have all these touches. 1, 2, 3. This is resistance. You can make this a little thicker because it's the whole thing, but this is resistance. Price can't break it. It's a ceiling. What else do we have? Oh, would you look at that? We have higher highs and higher lows. That tells us that we're in a bullish market structure. Look at that. Price is heading up. Beautiful, beautiful bearish market structure. We are heading up. Guys, we're not even in session. This is two examples that aren't even during New York session. And it's that beautiful. Imagine what you're going to find during New York session. So we have resistance here. Price breaks. It breaks that resistance again. Now we could wait for price to come up, come back down and retest that resistance now as a support zone. And we could take another buy position right there. But we don't have to do that because we already know, right? We already know what? It's a bullish market structure and we're breaking out of our resistance. We don't need it to come back and retest. We know it's probably going to because price loves to do so. So as we start to break out, we can take our long position. We can have our stop loss below where it would come back to retest and go for another 1 to 5. Look at that. Look how beautiful that was. It broke out, broke that resistance. Market structure is bullish. We're trending to the upside. We came back and retested, created support. That's great. We already knew that would happen. That's why our stop loss is below that. But we hit a 1 to 5 again with a breakout, just like we did over here. Just like we did over here, using simple techniques, market structure, support and resistance, and the fact that price is breaking from those support and those resistances. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable how easy it is. But trust me, guys, you're going to find some craziness in the next few sections that are going to make this even easier for you. And we're even going to calculate data and use it in our favor to choose what is appropriate for our risk to reward. There's a lot coming up, but support and resistance is the foundation of most of it. You have to have support and resistance so that way we can have breakouts. Breakouts is how we trade. We watch price break. Okay, and it happens all the time. It's not just some random occurrence. All the time do we have resistance turning into support. Okay, you see it so, look at it, just as I'm sitting here drawing. Resistance, support. Resistance, now support. Resistance up here, we have support down here, a break and a retest of support into resistance. Price action is so beautiful. And if you use it properly, you're going to be a very profitable trader very fast. So let's keep support and resistance in the back of our minds as we go over our next sections.